It's 2 a.m. It's 2:19 a.m. and I want to fall in love. And I think there's a couple fighting outside my house with their ghetto asses, which kind of makes me think of him. May I went out tonight. Was it a date? No. It was this guy who I had the mildest of a crush on. Not even like a real crush. You have someone where you're just like, oh, you know what? When this guy appears, and he just so happens to do his thing around me, I happen to look forward to it. Would I ask him out? No. Would I enjoy company with him? Sure. That was the extent of it. And even then, I thought he had a thing for one of my homegirls. She's like almost 70. She's hot as fuck. And he was flirting with her, and I was kind of like, I was gonna set them up just for him to tell me he had a girlfriend. It's like, what, nigga? You were acting pretty damn single. But then it's like, okay, some of the jokes he said on stage about her being sexy probably like, okay, you know what? He's not the first fucking comedian I've met who either pretends to be single really with their cheating asses or is just like joking on stage about a woman being attractive, but deep down they have a wife or a woman they love at home who they are faithful to. Yeah. But oh my god. Either way, we went out tonight just to have like a business meeting, and it was nice. It went very well. It was a lot of fun, and it was very pleasant. I was like, this dude has actually a pretty pleasant smile, and he's quite fun to talk to. I like being around him. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing romantic at all. Like, we barely even had a side hug at the end. It was truly professional. But you know who it made me think of? It made me miss 6'6" guy. Or Coke guy. Still not sure which nickname you in your head remember him by, but the guy I had been recently saying, I miss him. I hate to say it, I do. I don't get his actions, and I think that's the part where it's like it's harder to get over for me. Like, I was even telling my homegirl who's like near her 70s, I was like, yeah, he got me a teddy bear, took me shopping, got me 2 dinners in one night, all that, just to say he had like zero romantic feelings for me and didn't at all. And she stared at me on some like not as if I like she gave me a look as if like what the fuck is he talking about? Really, he did that. Like she was baffled too. She was like, what the fuck is he doing? That's exactly what I thought. I don't understand it, and it still hurts. It still hurts. It hurts more than you can think of. And I know you're like, Timothy, do you think it hurts because you're wearing a push-up bra and it's fucking 2:22 a.m. and you also are dehydrated? Maybe. Well, I guess more time has passed about it, so I can be candid. Also, I turned off the light because I'm probably gonna pass out soon. I had genuine feelings for Lucas. I did. I knew that. But I'll put it this way: he was the type of weirdo to say he wasn't looking for something serious, but then secretly find and stalk my social medias to see if I was serious about him and to see if I was just treating him as if he was a trick. But then he himself would be like, I don't even need sex from you. I could just take you out and take you shopping and do this and do that. Cause and would even I don't know. He kept doing shit as if he wanted to date me. Cause it's like, okay, you say you don't want to date, then you talk to me literally almost every single second of time you have on this planet around me. You're texting me, talking to me, all that, hyping me up. You plan a date with me. You pay to take me to the movies. We go out for a nice romantic dinner. Even though it's like no longer a happy hour, you still pay the full price at a fancy restaurant. We go out for drinks because you want to send me home happy, even though I'm perfectly happy with your fucking presence already. We get tipsy, even though we've been making out, holding hands, and like fingering and plenty of other stuff in the day. You're like, I don't want to bring you to my place yet. It's so messy, and I want to show you my best, and blah blah blah, just for us to go to some alleyway. And next, thing you know, I'm getting fingered and my pussy eaten, and I don't get it. I don't get any of his actions. I had feelings for him. I don't get it. It hurts to think about. Because this is a, like, it didn't even hurt as much when it happened, I think, because it happened so much with me. People have this sick trend where they just off the bat start love bombing me as hard as possible. No one asked them to do it. I don't know. I've said it before. There's people out there where if you're a free spirited animal who loves to be wild, then they want to put you in a cage and domesticate you. If you are someone who's sweet and docile and just wants to be at home, they want to make you a party animal who does all sorts of wild, trippy things. Because for them, it's about control, it's about power, it's about transformation and changing a woman, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Like I said, do you know how tiresome it is where I'll be like, I'm looking for just sex, and then it's like, okay, you could have sex, or you could have a guy who provides for you and does a lot for you, only without you having sex with him. And it's weird to know that the second you have sex with him, it all can be over with. All of it. I don't get it. It's a sick game. I'm tired of the Madonna whore complex. I'm tired of weirdos with mommy issues. I'm tired of it. I want to feel love, man. Actual love. I'm so tired of not feeling it. I thought I felt it pretty good this time. As disgusting as it is, I'm not saying I thought it was my soulmate, but I am saying that it's like I could have pictured us being very happy together for a long time if we both worked on ourselves. And I like that he brought out some pretty good parts of me, but I have to acknowledge he brought out some pretty terrible parts too. I liked him. I wish it went different, but I don't know. Funny enough, you know my long-term ex Liam, that one? Yeah, him. I offered to have sex with him recently. It didn't happen, and I'm grateful it didn't happen. And I just, since I was about to start my period, but also since I just have been thinking it for a while, and I was a little rejection sensitive anyway, like, I just kind of just was like, I don't think you're very impressive, and I don't think you're gonna change for the better and do anything with your life. And I actually don't like having sex with you. I just offered because I was bored. And that's how I feel about Liam. I resent Liam. He's one of the longest connections I've had in my life, and he's allowed it to dwindle. We don't care about each other anymore. Or, no, he still cares about me. Do I care about him? In a narcissistic way. Like, where it's like I would prefer him to stay having me on his mind and not lose that attachment. But deep down, it's like, I'm just saying. I cherish Liam, but, or used to. Now it's just like, anytime I think about him, it just disgusts me. Because I'll date men who are so much better, and it just makes me think, wow, I really had feelings for a man who couldn't do any of this. And I think that's why it's aching for me tonight, because tonight is one of those nights where I'm just thinking, wow, I spent how many years on and off with Liam, with him whining about me moving on and whining, just to be the type of man where it's like, you probably couldn't reliably ask him to carry in a bag of items from Target that you have because he himself is not strong enough. He's damn near scrawnier than I am. He lives directly next door to an in-home gym. You will never see him use it, but you will see him complain about his wealth. He's the type of nigga to complain about having nothing to do, too much time on his hands on his days off, being broke and being bored, and then you could be like, hey, Liam, here's a fucking $500 fucking reward program where if you do this exclusive rare video game testing, then you get like half a grand. Isn't it awesome? And they're looking for people and you fit the bill perfectly. He will say no to that and just prefer to keep complaining about being broke and bored and having a stupid fucking life. And I hate people like that. I think they're annoying, which is why I liked Lucas so much. And if you're wondering who's Lucas, fuck it. Luke, the 6'6" guy, his name's Lucas. I liked Lucas a lot. I did. I truly did. Lucas, I don't think you'll ever see this, but if you were ever wondering, my feelings were valid for you the entire fucking time. I was disgusted with you as well, don't get me wrong. Like, the way you talk about your ex is repulsive, and I don't think you ever truly loved her, and you are refusing to admit it to yourself that you just saw her as a convenient placeholder, but there was never a future there. And there is a reason you hesitated to buy an actual ring and actually plan a wedding. And I think you're a narcissistic, selfish, stupid fucking cunt in a lot of ways. But you know what? When you're great, you're great. And you are not a 5 out of 10 like you said about yourself. I hated that you ever said that about yourself, Lucas. I thought you were gorgeous. I was out here fucking staying up late at night and sleeping in later in the day just thinking about what if my kids had his eyes. And thinking about how nice his lips feel and how nice it is to run my fingers against his facial hair and his jawline and how good he looks. I had fucking feelings for that man. Do you know how disgusting that makes me feel? In so many ways it makes me feel disgusting. Maybe it's because I think I deserve better looks wise from him, or personality wise. Probably both, honestly. Maybe it's since it was the first time and quite a bit where I actually felt attached to somebody in a way that actually felt like it was gonna work. Not just temporarily, but like actually like long term could have worked. Even romantically or even as friends and even not seriously. Or maybe even seriously but not seriously, you know what I mean? Like I'm not like no offense, I'm saying he's the type of guy where if we got married I pictured that we would have to like threaten divorce multiple times for it to like sort of work. But hey, if we were friends, we could have been friends for quite a while. If we had a fling, we might have still talked every now and then. Things like that. I don't know. It hurts. But comparing him to Liam, it's like, I'll put it this way, it was refreshing to meet someone who's actually like, you never know what he'd say next. And that was a fun thing about Lucas I really liked. Like, he was a larger man who worked out a lot, and it showed, so I could walk down the streets of even the most crackhead infested neighborhood ever with him, and not a single homeless person would dare to try to touch me or look my way because he was just next to me looking like some sort of crazy ass fucking Viking, and I would never get messed with. I liked how he would always blush and let me feel his biceps. I really, really, really admire him. I did. I had feelings for that man, and it makes me sick. I like that there was always a surprise about him. Like, you never knew when he'd bring up a story about a threesome, or traveling to Africa, or traveling to other countries, or peeing on his friend's car, or being at a frat house, or getting roofied, and all these wild stories. And I liked it, and I wanted to know more. I truly did. I don't know how to feel. I guess I just feel annoyed. I've been trying to date recently, or at least not trying super hard. I've been being approached though. I have a few options, because I always do. I could just date for money and not for love, and I have some options for that. Because you know what? There's always going to be a weirdo like Lucas out there who doesn't see a girl seriously but wants to believe that she's serious about him and will spend money on her and then dump me aside like I'm fucking nothing. So it's like, you know what? Maybe I should just start seeing him in his tricks instead of falling for them and picturing being monogamous with them and picturing a future, or having cute maladaptive daydreams about, oh, how would he look in a tux? What if we went on vacations together? Things like that. I can't breathe. It hurts. Oh god, it hurts. Sorry, I can't breathe. Um, so I have one guy who has a thing for feet. Wants to take me out to get a pedicure, something nice, like some French tips, or and suck my toes after. It's cute enough, fella. I might be open-minded to that, but you know what happened? Lucas really liked me, and I'm just saying, it's like he was the type of dude to be like, "Oh yeah, I'll come to that one venue. I needed lunch anyway." And then not only did he stay for lunch, he was gonna go home, but he could tell I kind of wanted him to stay, or maybe he just genuinely wanted to stay himself, and he stayed for the entire like comedy show event that was happening afterwards, as he literally shared lollipops with me and fucking let me feel his muscles and rubbed my legs, thighs, and feet. And this man saw how fucking busted my toes look. Like, I took off my gel pedicure. My toes are fucked. I mean, one of them is like one toenail is uneven. Like, they've got the little grooves in it from like the deep little grooves from someone who's had their pedicure in too long. Like, they aren't cute and pussy pink. They are just like, ugh. I don't even have any, like, the pirates booty chips. Like, I'm not saying my toes look like maggots, but I am saying it's like they aren't exactly the most, like Most people would look at those and just turn into dust on impact at seeing the sight of them. But this sick motherfucker, I remember the way he massaged my feet as if they were the best thing in the world. It kissed the tip of my toe in front of everybody and probably would have kept going, and he just would not stop. And I'll put it this way, when we did eventually fuck, like a few days later, this man sucked the living. I rode his dick, and like I'm talking hands on his thighs, feet on his face, riding his dick. As this man, like at first, like I'll put it this way, this man sucked my toes so good I almost orgasmed from that alone. I was screaming my head off. It was amazing. He looked so fucking. I wish he knew how gorgeous he looked. It always breaks my heart if a man looks so fucking incredible and doesn't even realize it. But he's such a handsome man. I swear to God, he was never. I've never seen him sexier than the night we fucked. Wait, except maybe the day after. Yeah, the day after we got Mexican food. Oh, he looks gorgeous at the table. I still think about it. I don't know. There's hardly a moment where I haven't thought of him as handsome. It makes me sad to think that he finds himself so ugly to think he's only a 5 out of 10. Is he a little fat? Yeah, he's plenty fat, but it's okay. I don't care. I love fat. I love fat men. Even though they're insecure as fucking annoying. I'm sad. So I'm okay. I'm sad though. I was gonna say something. I don't know what I was gonna say. But I really, 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 really liked him. I guess a part of me just wants to psychoanalyze it, just wants to know why. Why did he. I don't get it. He's the type of sick fuck to see some of the worst looking toes ever and openly kiss them, and then the next time he saw me suck them as if they were the best feet ever and put them in his face and in his mouth and damn near deep throat both of my feet, and he wants to act like he had no feelings for me or didn't even like me. That man, I I'll put it this way. He acted like a future husband would, which is something I very much like in a man. And I think that's why it hurt extra bad. I'm not saying I'm not lovable. I know I am. I'm just saying a lot of these men aren't lovable and it's making me sick. Or they do unlovable shit like this. It's like, okay, why are you gaslighting me? Why'd you leave me on? What's going on here? It just leaves me feeling fucked. And not in a good way. I have other men trying to contact me. I have one guy he tried to be like, I'm 32. I looked him up. I said, you have one chance to be honest with me about your age because I'm feeling nice. He said, okay, I'm actually 39, which is gross. I don't like men above the age of 33. No offense, I barely even like men age 33. Lucas was an exception. He could pass with 25 if he wanted to, or 27, close enough. But I'm just saying, it's like, I got a I don't know. I have a new man who's offering me money. I have another man who's offering me all this opal and diamond and taking me shopping and taking me to any restaurant I want and treating me on the house. And he's got a big fancy job as a professor. And he was on Jeopardy and he did this and he did that. And it's just not cutting it for me. It's not. It should be making my heart swoon, but it's not. My love can be bought, but it doesn't change the fact that some people know how to take my heart without even needing to spend that much money. Or, yeah, you could spend money and definitely help accelerate certain processes, but I'm gonna say it, if someone can naturally make me fall for them, not in alignment with their pocketbooks, then that's someone I really have feelings for. And I'm so disgusted and angry and upset and sad. Because I liked Lucas. I didn't give a fuck about his money. I didn't. I did think to myself it'd be nice if he did have a job so that he could stay in the area and we could go on more dates and stuff. I don't want a man who's gonna have to dip into his savings and suffer with me around, but I don't get it. I'm sorry, I just don't know what else to say. I wish I could. It's where I wish I had more cohesive thoughts to share. I wish I did, but I don't. All I can think about is just like I was happy tonight when I met my platonic male homie for IHOP, and it made me think, damn, this is a good feeling. But now I'm back home and I'm alone, and I feel, and I wish that someone was talking to me. Eh, and I fucked up things with the guy who talked to me all the time. Or he did, technically. We both did. He did the stupidest tactic ever, and I didn't have the patience for it, and I crashed out in a pretty bad way. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to do. Anyway, I don't know if I want him to be doing okay. I'm not, like, sure, I could pretend to be a good person and say I hope he's doing well and I hope he's okay, but another part of me secretly hopes that it's like, no, I hope he thinks of me a little bit, and I hope he gets the same feeling of ache in his heart as well. And if he doesn't, then I hope he trips and falls at random fucking moments, and I hope he, like, burns his hand on the side of a hot bowl. I hope that nigga forgets to blow on some soup and scalds his tongue just a little bit, and he feels it every time he eats something for like a day or two straight. I wish that nigga can't find any good porn to watch, and it makes him think about how it was with me when we used to have sex. I wish that nigga would just text me to call me. I wish we had that bond. I wish that if we're being completely vulnerable, I wish that me and him stayed in touch. I wish that he thought of me. I wish that he wanted to see me. I wish that he made an attempt. I wish that he just explained himself better. I wish that he was more clear in his actions. I wish that. I don't know. I could say a lot of things, but at the end of the day, I have a pretty silk dress, some nice earrings, and some nice memories. But I also have insomnia cookie deals that I can't share with him, and I'm just sad. I would have loved it if almost every day we could have met up for food, good conversation, and sex, and cuddles and naps. And I would have loved to have had a guy like that around. But you know what? Whatever. I'm throwing myself into my goals, and I guess it's good that he's not a distraction. But it's still sad. I liked him so much. Anyway, I wish that I could meet someone who acts husband material in the way he does, but also has like emotional vulnerability and reading comprehension skills and more respect and love for me. I wish that I could have so much fun with the men I'm seeing right now and some women that I forget all about him, and I wish that I could have my love go to someone who truly deserves it, as in myself and another person as well if I can, but mainly myself, because Lucas wasn't able to love me, not in any way I needed, and he was disgustingly sad and immature about it. I want more out of life. And for now, I'll cuddle the beautiful teddy bear he gave me, which is plushy and thick and curvy in all the right ways, just like the actual Lucas. And also, Lucas, if you ever see this, you never needed to lose weight. Or, like, okay, it would. I'll put it this way. You look good chubby, you look good slim, in the great words of Megan Thee Stallion. But I like how you look, buddy. And I would have accepted you no matter what. That's all I have to say. Love you, Lucas. And thanks for the good memories, and thanks for outdoing people who had not done enough. And I value that I was able to meet someone as lovely like you in the first place. I appreciate it so much, because, you know, I was tired of all these stingy fucking lame ass losers, and I'm so glad that in the process of me curbing idiots and douchebags and slutty niggas left and right, I responded to some weirdo app offering to do coke with me, and I said no, obviously, and I'm so glad that I still kept talking to you, because I have some wonderful memories in my system now, and a beautiful dress, and a lot of
love in my heart. And the feeling to know I can love again. God bless. Anyway, peace out. I might keep crying, but it's okay. Not on your time though. Love you so much. Goodbye.